Tonight, as you lay down to rest, may God cover you with His healing, comfort, and peace. Through these sacred scriptures, Jesus will speak softly to your heart, renew your strength, and guide you into deep, restoring sleep. If you'd support our channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing the time and place you're watching from, along with your favorite verse from the Bible. In the comments, what blessing are you longing for tonight? Psalm 1. He is close to those who carry silent sorrow in their hearts. When your spirit feels crushed under the weight of grief, He does not turn away. Instead, He kneels to bind the bleeding places with invisible threads of mercy. Every tear you've shed, He has seen. Every wound, He has touched. He heals the brokenhearted, and with tender hands, He binds up their wounds. Psalm 3. There is a hush that falls over the soul when God draws near to the broken. In the depths of contrition, where the heart is shattered into prayers too deep for words, He stoops low, not to condemn, but to lift. He does not require perfection, only the truth of your pain. The Lord is near to those of a broken heart and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 62. When all around you shakes and the noise of life threatens your peace, let your soul return to its resting place. Wait in the silence, not in despair, but in trust. For from Him comes your calm. He alone is your rock, your unwavering shelter. You shall not be greatly moved. He holds you steady when the world tilts. Psalm 4. There is a sacred kind of sleep that comes only when we know we are watched over. Not by man, but by the one who never slumbers. You can lie down tonight without fear. You can rest because the Lord has made you dwell in safety. You are surrounded by peace that cannot be touched by the troubles of this world. Psalm 3. Even in the darkness, joy is whispering your name. Weeping may last for the night. Your tears are not unnoticed, but morning comes with new mercies. God's anger is not forever. His favor is life itself. Hold on through the midnight. Daybreak carries promises only heaven could write. Psalm 1. His word is not just spoken, it is sent. It travels to the places too deep for others to reach. To the sorrow lodged in your bones, to the ache that even you cannot name. He sent His word, and it healed them. He delivered them from their destruction. This promise still stands for you. Psalm 20. When you are tired of running, He invites you to lie down, not in chaos, but in stillness. He leads you beside quiet waters, not because you are strong, but because He is good. He restores your soul, not with demand, but with delight. He knows your path, and it is peace. Psalm 9. When thoughts pile up like restless waves, threatening to pull you under, His comfort enters like a quiet tide. Not all peace roars. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it is the tender delight of knowing you are not alone in the chaos of your mind. His consolations bring joy to your soul. Psalm 1. When the noise of life becomes too loud, there is a gentler way. Like a weaned child resting against its mother, your soul can find stillness in God. You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to carry it all. Let your heart be quieted by His nearness. Let your eyes rest in humility. Psalm 3. You laid down last night, not knowing if you would wake, but you did, because He sustained you. It wasn't your alarm clock that called you back. It was His mercy. You don't have to fear the multitude that rises against you, for He stands before and behind. You are not alone in this battle. Psalm 40. To care for another in pain is to open a door for healing in your own life. Blessed is the one who considers the poor, the weary, the forgotten. For the Lord delivers them in their time of trouble. He strengthens them on the bed of languishing. He makes their sickbed a place of restoration. Psalm 8. Sometimes you just need a sign, a token from heaven that you are seen. Ask boldly, ask tenderly, ask like a child who knows they are loved. The Lord will show you a sign for good, and those who doubted you will stand in awe, because he has helped you and comforted you. Psalm 1. Speak to your soul gently. Tell it what it forgets when the world is loud. Return to your rest, O my soul, for the Lord has been bountiful. He has carried you further than you know. His goodness has not left you. Not one. Psalm 4. When the shadows stretch long across your soul and joy seems distant, speak truth to your own heart. Ask the question gently, why are you cast down, O my soul? You are not forgotten. Hope in God, for even now praise will rise again. There is still help, there is still light in his countenance. Psalm 4. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Lay down what is crushing you. Place it into his hands, not just once, but as many times as it returns. Cast your burden upon the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken beyond repair. Psalm 7. Your body may tremble, your heart may grow weak, but there is a strength that does not depend on your own. God is the strength of your heart and your portion forever. When all else fades, he remains unchanging, unwavering, unfailing. Psalm 30. The righteous cry, not in pride, but in raw, unfiltered surrender, and the Lord hears. He doesn't turn away from brokenness. He draws near to it. He comes close to the crushed spirit, to the heart that barely knows how to breathe. You will not be abandoned. You are deeply known. Psalm. You don't have to chase rest like a prize for productivity. He gives sleep to his beloved, the kind of rest that quiets the soul and frees the mind. Rise early or stay late. Either way, he desires you to lay down the bread of sorrow and simply rest in his love. Psalm 8. You don't have to beg for mercy from one whose very nature is compassion. He is ready to forgive, always rich in loving kindness to those who call on him. No matter how far you've wandered, the door of grace remains open. Psalm 60. When your heart is overwhelmed, you don't have to have the right words. A cry is enough. A whisper is enough. Even when you feel at the ends of the earth, he will hear you, and he will lead you to the rock that is higher than your fear, higher than your confusion. Psalm 9. When everything feels uncertain, God is not. He is your defense. He is the rock beneath the storm, not shaken by what shakes you. You can fall into him, strong, safe, and steady. He is the refuge that never crumbled. Psalm 9. To dwell in his shadow is to live wrapped in peace, even when the winds rage. You are not exposed. You are hidden under the wings of the Almighty. Say it again. He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Psalm 3. Look closely at the one who walks with integrity, who chooses peace over pride. Their end is not destruction, but rest. Mark the upright, for their journey leads to peace. You are walking a path that will one day bloom with stillness. Psalm 1. Each morning brings new choices. Begin again in his love. Let his voice guide you, not fear. Ask him to show you the way, and he will. Lift up your soul like a child reaching for a parent. His loving kindness greets you with the sunrise. Psalm 103. You are not defined by your past. He forgives every iniquity, even the ones you can't forget. He heals your diseases, even the ones unseen. He redeems your life from the pit and crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercy. You wear grace like a crown. Psalm. In the time of trouble, he hides you, not to make you vanish, but to keep you safe until it passes. In the secret place of his tabernacle, you are held, and in time he will set you high upon the rock, above the chaos, above the fear. Psalm. There is a sweetness in delighting in the Lord. not because of what he gives, but because of who he is. As your heart begins to rest in him, he shapes your desires to mirror his goodness. And in time he fulfills what your soul has been waiting for all along. Psalm, your life matters to the one who gave it breath. Even in death, even in sorrow, even when hearts are broken open with grief, your existence is sacred. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the passing of his saints. He sees, he honors, he holds. Psalm 107. When the storm roars and your strength is gone, cry out. He hears you, not later, but now. And just as he calmed the wind and stilled the sea, he will bring peace to your waves. He makes the storm a calm, so the waves thereof are still. Psalm 1. There is a deeper rest than sleep. A rest that comes when your heart no longer strives to understand what only God can know. Like a child resting in its mother's arms, let your soul quiet itself in the mystery of his presence. Not all answers are needed, only trust. Psalm. He has delivered you before, and he will do it again. Your soul was spared from death, your feet from falling. Why? So you can walk before him, not in fear, but in the light of the living. You are saved to walk in the sunlight of his presence. Psalms. When you are too weak to pray with strength, let your trembling be the prayer. Say it simply, have mercy upon me, O Lord. He knows the language of tears. He listens to the groaning of bones, the aching of the soul, and he responds with healing. Psalm. He is your hiding place, not an escape, but a sanctuary. In him, trouble cannot destroy you. In him your fears lose their grip. He surrounds you with songs of deliverance, even when you can't sing for yourself. Psalm 60. There is nothing sweeter, nothing more life-giving than his loving kindness. It is better than life itself. When everything fades, beauty, strength, success, his mercy remains. Let your lips praise him, even in the valley. Especially in the valley. Psalm 20. You lack nothing. Not because you have everything you want, but because you are guided by the shepherd who knows your soul. He leads you to still waters. He restores what life has broken. His path is always good, even when it winds through sorrow. Psalm. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but affliction is not the end. Deliverance is coming. It may not look like you expected, but the Lord delivers from them all. One by one, piece by piece, pain by pain, he redeems it all. Psalm 20. If you're still breathing, there is still beauty waiting. You will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Don't give up before the breakthrough. Don't stop walking before the morning comes. There is goodness ahead. Psalm. Ask him for a sign, not to test him, but to remind your weary heart that he sees. He delights in showing kindness. Those who hate you may look on and be silenced, not by your strength, but by the undeniable comfort of your God. Psalm. Be strong, not in your own might, but in the quiet confidence that God is working even now. Let your heart take courage. You who hope in the Lord, you are not forgotten. You are being strengthened from the inside out. Psalm 1. You may not always know the path ahead, but the one who leads you does. Ask him, teach me to do your will, and trust that he will. His spirit is good. It doesn't drive in fear, but gently leads into uprightness, into the land where your soul can breathe again. Psalm 1. He is not distant from your cry. When you call out to him in truth, he draws near. He doesn't wait for perfect words or flawless faith. He waits for your heart. Even in silence he hears. Even in doubt he listens. Psalm. There is something sacred about the cries of the humble. This poor one called, and the Lord heard. Not only did he hear, he saved him from every trouble. God never ignores the heart that turns to him in desperation. He draws near and rescues. Psalms, when you feel far from hope, far from joy, and even far from God, He is still within reach. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. Psalm 30. There will come a day when your mourning turns into dancing. You may not feel it now, but it is promised. He will remove your sackcloth and clothe you with gladness. Not because you pretended to be okay, but because He met you where you truly were. Psalm 139. His thoughts toward you are not few, they are many. They cannot be counted, even if you tried. Like the grains of sand, they are endless. You were on His mind this morning. You will be on His mind tonight. When you awake, He is still with you. Psalm 4. He is not just a helper, He is a present help. In the middle of the storm, in the center of the chaos, God is our refuge and strength. Therefore we will not fear, though the mountains be shaken and the earth be removed. He is still God. Psalm 20. There are times when desolation creeps in quietly, and loneliness becomes a quiet ache. Turn toward Him in those moments. Say, have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. He is the God who does not leave you in silence. Psalm 3. Taste and see. That's the invitation. Not just believe, but experience. His goodness is not an idea, it is nourishment to the soul. Blessed is the one who trusts in Him, even when they cannot trace His hand. Psalm 4. In your weakest hour, when your body is tired and your soul feels heavy, the Lord strengthens you. On the bed of illness, He tends to you. He does not forget you when you are still and frail. He makes your bed in your sickness. Psalm 1. When they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, He delivered them. Not after a long delay, not after they proved themselves. He answered them with direction. He led them forth by the right way, to a place prepared for them. He will lead you to. Psalm 1:8. You shall not die. Not in despair, not in fear, not in hopelessness. You will live, and not just live, but declare the works of the Lord. Your story is not over. There is more to be said. There is more to be healed. There is more to rejoice in. Psalm 1. If you've fallen, you're not alone. If you're bowed low beneath burdens, you're not forsaken. The Lord upholds all who fall, and raises up all who are bent beneath life's weight. He sees you. He is lifting you now. Psalm 9. When you found yourself slipping, when your foot nearly gave way beneath you, it was not strength that held you, it was mercy. Quiet and unseen, His love steadied you. You thought you might fall completely, but the Lord reached out and held you up. Psalm 60. In the quiet hours of the night, when sleep escapes and memories echo, let your heart remember Him. Think on His faithfulness, His nearness, His presence beside you. Meditate upon Him in the night watches, and your soul will rest in a peace not found in the world. Psalm 7. There is no safer place than near to God. It is good for the soul to draw close, even in confusion, even in pain. To trust Him, not because you understand, but because He is worthy, and when you draw near, He fills your heart with a testimony worth declaring. Psalm 9. When the weight of the world is heavy and injustice is loud, the Lord becomes a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble, and those who know His name will trust in Him, for He has not forsaken those who seek Him. Psalm. Those who look to Him are not cast down, they are radiant. The sorrow in their eyes is not the end. Shame cannot cling to those who are held in divine light. When you lift your gaze to Him, something beautiful happens. Your face reflects hope. Psalm 30. Our souls wait, sometimes quietly, sometimes weeping, but always in hope, for the Lord is our help and our shield. Our hearts rejoice in Him, not because life is easy, but because he is faithful. We have trusted in his holy name, and we are not disappointed. Psalm 30. Your times are not in your hands, they are in his. Every hour of waiting, every season of sorrow, every joy yet to come, he holds it all. Ask him to shine his face upon you. Ask him to save you for the sake of his mercy. He delights in doing so. Psalm 1:8. With God on your side, you need not fear. Not the opinions of man, not the threat of failure, not the pain of rejection.
What can man do to you when the Lord himself is your defender? Stand tall. You are shielded by grace. Psalm 8. He is your sun and your shield. He lights the way and covers you with protection. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. Let this promise settle your soul. If you don't have it yet, it's not because he's forgotten. It's because he's still preparing. Psalm. You are not alone. Even when no one else sees the battle, the angel of the Lord encamps around you. Invisible but real, you are surrounded by divine protection, and he delivers you, not once, but continually, again and again. Psalm 9. Let the thoughts that fill your mind, and the words that leave your lips, be gentle, sincere, and pleasing in his sight. Let them carry grace, not bitterness. For the Lord is your strength and your Redeemer. He is forming your heart even now. Psalm. Be still, not because everything is resolved, but because God is still God. Let the striving cease. Let the questions rest. In the stillness, know this unshakable truth. He will be exalted. He will be faithful, and you are held in the quiet of his presence. Psalm 11. Return, O my soul, to your rest. You've wandered through worry. You've carried too much. But the Lord has dealt bountifully with you. He has never stopped being good. Let your soul remember. Let your soul return. Psalm. When you don't know which direction to take, when your heart trembles at the crossroads, his voice is not silent. He whispers, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. He promises not just guidance, but to watch over you with his eyes, full of tenderness, full of wisdom. Psalm 30. The eye of the Lord is not distant. It rests gently upon those who fear him, who hope in his mercy. His gaze is not condemning but protective. He watches to deliver your soul from death and to keep you alive, even in famine. You are not unseen. Psalm 2. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you are not abandoned. You are not alone. His rod and his staff, they comfort you. Not to strike, but to protect. Not to control, but to guide. He walks with you through the shadows until light breaks through again. Psalm 37. Each step you take, even the faltering ones, are ordered by the Lord. He delights in your journey, not because you are flawless, but because you are his. Though you fall, you will not be cast headlong. His hand is underneath you, always. Psalm 103. Like a father who sees his child struggle and runs to help, so the Lord pities those who fear him. He remembers your frame. He knows you are dust. His mercy is not based on your strength, but on his love. Psalm 2. When trouble comes knocking, God does not leave you exposed. He hides you in his shelter, not to keep you from life, but to protect your soul while the storm rages. He sets you upon a rock, lifting you above what seeks to drown you. Psalm 3. How precious is his loving kindness. You can trust beneath the shadow of his wings, where abundance flows. He invites you to drink from the river of his pleasure. His house is not a place of fear, but of deep and satisfying joy. Psalm 7. You may have walked through deep sorrows, troubles that bent your spirit low, but the Lord, who allowed the valley, will also quicken you again. He will bring you up from the depths. Your story does not end in darkness. He is lifting you. Psalm 9.
To dwell in the secret place of the Most High is to abide under the shelter of the Almighty. Say it with boldness. He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I trust. These words build walls around your heart that fear cannot break through. Psalm 8. Ask him for something small that reminds you you're seen. He will answer with a token of his goodness, a whisper, a moment, a word that melts the worry away. He comforts because he delights in you. Psalm 3. He hides you, not to isolate, but to protect. In the secret of his presence, far from the pride of man and the noise of slander, you are kept. You are safe from the strife of tongues. He preserves the inner room of your soul. Psalm 3. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently for him. Do not be stirred up by the success of the wicked. Your timeline is not delayed. It's being purified. Trust the quiet work of God. He is never early, never late. Psalm 11. When affliction drains your strength, when grief silences your joy, let his word breathe into your soul again. This is my comfort in affliction, said the psalmist. For your word has given me life. Let his promises stir the embers of your hope. Psalm 11. Even when bad news arrives, your heart does not have to tremble. The one who trusts in the Lord is not ruled by fear. Your heart can be fixed, rooted in faith, anchored in peace. You are not easily shaken, for God holds your tomorrow in his steady hands. Psalm 4. He is not harsh, not quick to anger. The Lord is gracious, slow to wrath, and full of compassion. His mercy reaches every soul, every wound, every moment in need. He is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works, including you. Psalm 30. Do not let jealousy or anxiety grow when the wicked seem to flourish. Their success is like the grass, green today, gone tomorrow. Trust in the Lord's justice. Trust in his timing. Righteousness is a seed that grows slowly, but it lasts forever. Psalm 1. To those who live in uprightness, even the darkness holds light. The Lord shines through their midnight hour. He is gracious, full of compassion, and never forgets the faithful. When the world dims, God's lamp burns within. Psalm 2. Wait, not with frustration, but with courage. Strength is found, not in rushing ahead, but in standing still and trusting. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, and watch what he unfolds in due time. Psalm 3. Let praise never leave your lips, not because life is easy, but because God is still worthy. In all seasons, in all emotions, let your soul bless the Lord. Praise is not only a song, it is a declaration of trust. Psalm 3. Even the strongest hunger, even the boldest grow weary. But those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. He fills the hearts that reach for him. He nourishes the soul that hungers for truth and presence. Psalm 8. He is both sun and shield. He warms and he protects. The Lord gives grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. If it's not here yet, it's not withheld, it's being prepared. Psalm. When you felt weak, he was your strength. When you needed defense, he was your shield. Because your heart trusted him, help arrived. And now, your heart rejoices, not just in outcome, but in knowing you are never alone. Psalm 1. Gracious is the Lord, and righteous. Yes, our God is full of mercy. He does not turn away the weary. He does not ignore the crushed. He bends low to lift up the one who barely has the strength to whisper his name. Psalm 140. He is near to all who call, not with perfect prayers, but with honest hearts. He fulfills the desires of those who fear him and hears their cry. And not only does he hear, he saves. His nearness is your safety. Psalm 3. Blessed is the one whose sins are covered. not because they've earned it, but because God is merciful. He does not hold your failures over your head. In His presence, there is no guile, no shame, only grace upon grace. In Him is the fountain of life. His waters do not run dry. In His light, we see light, not just around us, but within. When the world grows dim, step back into His radiance. You are illuminated by His love. He sees the tears you thought were hidden. Not one has gone unnoticed. He gathers them, stores them, records them, not in forgetfulness, but in remembrance. Your sorrow is not wasted. Your weeping is precious to Him. Psalm 1. When your heart lifts its eyes in weariness, searching for help, remember where it truly comes from. Your help doesn't come from earthly strength. It comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. The one who created the stars is the one who carries you. In your pain, you called to Him and He answered. He didn't overlook you. He didn't delay out of cruelty. You cried out and He healed you. Not just your body, but your spirit. Healing comes in waves, and He walks with you through each one. By day, the Lord sends His mercy. By night, His song remains. Even in your sleeplessness, even in your silence, He surrounds you with melody. A prayer rises from within, a song of life, born from the one who never leaves. Psalm 130. When you prayed, strength came. Not always as a flash, but often as a steady rise within. He answered you. He made you bold with strength in your soul. What once frightened you begins to bow before the peace He gives. Psalm 7. In your present uncertainty, look back. Remember the works of the Lord. Reflect on His wonders of old. Meditate on the moments He showed up, the doors He opened, the comfort He gave. Let remembrance become the doorway to renewed faith. Psalm 7. You have hoped in Him since youth. Even before you had words, He was holding you. From your birth, He has been your support. So do not be afraid of this season. The one who carried you then will not let go now. Psalm 8. He speaks peace to His people, not just in passing, but deep within. He speaks peace to those who turn their hearts toward Him. Listen, do not let fear speak louder. His voice still quiets the storm inside. Psalm 4. A broken and contrite heart is not rejected by God. It is received, held, honored. You don't need to perform for His presence. You need only come as you are, wounded, weary, real. That is the heart He cherishes. Psalm 3. Trust in the Lord, and do good. Dwell in the land, and feed on His faithfulness. You do not have to make everything happen. Simply plant yourself in trust. Nurture what is good. Watch what grows in His timing. Psalm 9. Satisfy us early with your mercy, O Lord, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Let your love meet us in the morning like sunlight over the sea. Let it be enough to carry us into joy again. Psalm 20. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in truth. For you are the God of my salvation. There is no shame in asking for direction. He is not impatient with your questions. He welcomes them with grace. Psalm. The Lord upholds all who fall. He raises up those who are bowed down. If today you feel small, overwhelmed, or weary from the weight, know this: He lifts, He restores, and He calls your name with gentleness. Psalm 91. Because you have set your love upon Him, He will deliver you. That is His promise. When you call, He answers. When you are in trouble, He is with you. There is no cry too small, no fear too great. He walks with you, and He brings you out with honor. Psalm 4. You waited, not always patiently, but still you waited, and He inclined toward you. He heard your cry. He lifted you out of the pit, out of the miry clay, and set your feet upon a rock. He gave you a new place to stand. You are not sinking anymore. Psalm 4. In peace, you will lie down and sleep, for the Lord alone makes you dwell in safety. Not your strength, not your plans. His presence surrounds your bed. His hand keeps the night at bay. You can let go. You can rest. Psalm 4. Let this be your prayer. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. There is no shame in beginning again. He delights in making you new, not with harshness, but with loving precision. Psalm. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. When the world divides your focus and your soul feels scattered, ask him to gather you. Let your heart beat as one before him. Psalm 2. The Lord is your light in darkness, your salvation in despair. Whom shall you fear? The Lord is the strength of your life. Of whom shall you be afraid? Say it until fear retreats. Whisper it until courage returns. Psalm 62. Let your soul wait in silence for God alone. Your hope is not in circumstance. Your expectation is not in people. He alone is your rock and salvation, your defense. You will not be moved, not by doubt, not by delay. Psalm 1. His word is not a spotlight that shows the whole road, but a lamp to your feet. Just enough for the next step, enough light to trust, enough truth to walk through the unknown with peace. Psalm 1. As high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his mercy toward those who fear him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed your transgressions from you. You are no longer defined by what was. Psalm 1. He has inclined his ear to you. Therefore, you will call on him as long as you live. There is a tenderness in knowing that heaven leans in to hear you. You are not lost in the crowd. You are known, named, and heard. Psalm 3. He will bring forth your righteousness like the dawn. It may seem hidden now, but it is rising. Rest in the Lord. Wait patiently. Let him unfold it in his timing, quietly, beautifully, like morning light. Psalm 1. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, not with haste, not with indifference, but with care. The places you thought would never feel whole again, he is touching them now. Healing comes in layers, and he stays for every step. Psalm 2. The Lord will give strength to his people. He will bless his people with peace, not the kind the world gives, but the kind that settles deep in the soul, unmoved by storms. You are not empty, you are being filled again. Psalm 3. You sought him, not perfectly, but honestly, and he heard you. He delivered you from all your fears, not always by removing the danger, but by removing the power fear had over you. You are freer than you think. Psalm 4. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God. Speak to your soul when it trembles. Reminded of the one who saves your face from shame and your heart from sorrow. Psalm 4. Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. Not just carry you, but nourish you, strengthen you, hold you. You don't have to carry it all. Let him take the weight from your shoulders. He won't let the righteous be shaken. Psalm 20. The secret of the Lord is with those who fear him. He reveals his covenant to those who draw near. You don't need to shout to be heard. You need to sit with him in stillness. That is where the deepest truths are spoken. Psalm 3. Oh, how great is his goodness, stored up for those who trust in him. He is not stingy with mercy. He lavishes it. In the presence of others, in plain sight, he blesses you. Not for show, but for love. Psalm 1. Great peace have those who love his law, and nothing causes them to stumble. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of deep-rooted love for his word. It anchors you when the world shakes, Psalm 20. Even if those closest to you turn away, even if father and mother abandon you, the Lord will receive you. You are never orphaned in His presence. You are held. You are claimed. You are home. Psalm 7. You will hope continually, not because the wait is easy, but because He is faithful. Your mouth will declare His righteousness all the day. You may not see all the fruit yet, but your life is a testimony already in bloom. Psalm 1. I wait for the Lord, my soul waits, and in His word do I hope. More than those who watch for the morning, I wait for Him. Like one who sits in the darkness, straining for the light, and it will come. Psalm 1. In your affliction, let this be your comfort, that His word gives life. When nothing else speaks, Scripture still breathes. When all around feels silent, the Spirit still moves through His promises. Psalm 3. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted. Not eventually, but now. Not abstractly, but deeply. He saves those crushed in spirit, not by pushing them to be strong, but by coming down into their sorrow and lifting them gently. Psalm 3. You will rejoice and be glad in His mercy. For He has seen your trouble and has known your soul in adversities. You are not invisible to Him. Your story is not forgotten. He is writing redemption into every chapter. Psalm. The law of the Lord is perfect, restoring the soul. His testimonies make the simple wise. His words are not heavy chains, but healing waters. They renew what life has worn down. They bring back the parts of you that have grown tired. Psalm 30. How long, O Lord? Have you ever asked that with trembling lips? Have you felt the ache of silence stretching on too long? David did too. Yet even in his weary asking, he still called Him Lord. Your questions don't separate you from Him. They bring you closer. Psalm. You may feel like life has passed you by, but the truth stands. You've never been forsaken. The righteous are not abandoned. Their children are not begging for bread. There is provision in places you haven't yet seen. Psalm. He put a new song in your mouth, not because the old pain disappeared, but because He met you in it. The song is not about perfection, it's about mercy, and many will see and fear and trust in the Lord because of what He's done in you. Psalm 1. He regards the prayer of the destitute. He does not despise their cry, even when your voice is weak, even when the words are broken. He leans in. His heart is moved by what others overlook. Psalm 1. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. The generosity of God is not measured in wealth, but in peace, in joy, in daily bread for the soul. He is not withholding, He is overflowing. Psalm 1. The Lord lifts up the humble. He casts down the proud, but raises the lowly with His own hand. You don't have to fight to be seen. He sees you already. You don't have to prove your worth. You are loved as you are. Psalm 3. Be of good courage. Even if your heart has been fragile, even if you've waited long, all who hope in the Lord will be strengthened. There is a holy energy that comes not from striving, but from belief. Psalm 1. You are my hiding place and my shield. When the noise grows loud and the world presses in, there is one place you can always run. Under the shadow of His wings, behind the strength of His word, you are safe, and nothing can touch your soul there. Psalm 6. The Lord has heard your supplication. The Lord receives your prayer. That's not a question, it's a promise. Though you may not see the answer yet, your voice has entered heaven, and God has not turned away. Psalm 2. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits. He forgives your iniquities. He heals your diseases. He redeems your life from the pit. When you think nothing good remains, He wraps you in loving kindness and crowns you with mercy. Psalm 1. Let your merciful kindness be my comfort. Sometimes comfort doesn't come from circumstances changing, but from knowing you are not alone. According to your promise, let me feel that kindness again. Let it wrap around my soul like warmth in winter. Psalm, be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry to you daily. The repetition of your prayer is not in vain. You don't exhaust his mercy. He does not grow tired of your tears. Every cry is received in love. Psalm 60, because your loving kindness is better than life. My lips will praise you, even when I don't understand. Even when the waiting stretches long, I will still declare, you are good. Not because I feel it every moment, but because you. Psalms, truly my soul finds rest in God, not in outcomes, not in understanding, in him. He alone is my salvation. He alone is enough. Even when the waves keep coming, this truth stands firm. I rest in the one who holds the sea. Psalm, this poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. You may feel small, but heaven never overlooks you. Your cry pierces through clouds, through time, straight into the heart of the Father. Psalm 2. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Not just on the good days, all of them. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Even now, your forever has already begun. Psalm 1. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. When you thought you would drown in despair, he was already moving. His hand never missed. His grip never failed. Psalm 4. The Lord is good to all. His tender mercies are over all his works. You are one of his works. You are under mercy. You are surrounded by it like morning air. You don't have to chase it, it finds you. Psalm 30. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you will revive me. Not just sustain me, revive me. You will stretch out your hand against the anger of my enemies, and your right hand will save me. Trouble does not win, revival does. Psalm 6. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Joy is not the absence of sorrow, it is the presence of God. And you are never far from him. Psalm 9. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. Not because everything is fixed, but because you are still worthy. I will tell of all your marvelous works, even the silent ones, even the ones still unfolding. Psalm 3. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Not just what you want, but what is deeply true and good for your soul. In him, desire is purified. In him, fulfillment is made holy. Psalm 1. Unless your law had been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. But your word became my anchor, my rescue, my breath. When life was too heavy to carry, your truth carried me. Psalm 1. He will not suffer your foot to slip. He who keeps you will not slumber. The God of the galaxies stays awake for you, not to judge, but to guard, not to control, but to care. You are watched over with love. Psalm 30. Let your mercy, O Lord, be upon us, according as we hope in you. Our hope is not blind, it is rooted in every act of kindness you've ever shown. Let your mercy wrap around us again, like a gentle wind over a tired soul. Psalm 1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Even now, even here, especially now, he is worthy of praise.